Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So you will be seeing this on Saturday. And I just want to make an apology that a few of my videos over the last couple of weeks have been out of sync and out of order. And that is because so many lovely people have decided to spoil me for the month of March for my birthday, and I moved a few of my videos in order for Happy Mail to be featured. So there were a couple of videos that said it was a Saturday and it wasn't. But this time it really is a Saturday. I am filming this on a Friday for tomorrow and I won't be changing it. So, apologies for any confusion. When I tell you it's going to be Saturday when you're seeing this today, it actually is, guys. So I am going to be giving you my stats for hashtag Stashdown 2024, which is being hosted by my gorgeous Yarny sister and Yarny friend Bridget over at Queen's Crafts by Bridget. If you are not familiar with Bridget, please do go and check her out. She is phenomenal, and I just love the fact that this particular thing that she's got going keeps us all accountable. She is encouraging us to use stash that was either gifted or bought or somehow acquired before 2024, and encouraging us to get it out of stash and actually turned into beautiful things. Now, she is not saying that you cannot buy yarn. Of course you can buy yarn. That nobody has the power to tell you not to. But she is just asking that anything you make with stash prior to 2024 is all that you include in your Stashdown 2024 statistics. So you can use your new yarn, you can buy new yarn, just don't put it in your Stashdown stats. That's literally it. And it's always lovely to go over there once a month and hear how people are getting on. And it's lovely seeing other people, you know, just finally use up their beautiful stash. It's encouraging me to think outside the box of what yarns I am pulling for projects as well, which is another bonus. Okay, so for March, I have a few finished objects in March which I have included in my stash down. Now, I'm not going to do it in order of completion because there is one item that could cause a little bit of controversy, but I have it on good authority by Bridget, the lady that has created this for us, that I can do what she said I can do, but we will get to that in just a moment. So I made a Tunisian twisted knit stitch washcloth, and that was 16 grams. Okay, I made cinnamon stitches a boho chic bag, the one made of grannies, and that was 392 grams. I made a Tunisian twisted simple stitch washcloth, which was 17 grams. I made cinnamon stitches funshine bag or purse, which was 197 grams. And then I made the flower cap gnome, which was 48 grams. And then the bit that could cause some controversy is my 2-colour granny blanket, which I finally finished this month, and I was so pleased to get it done. Now, I was only going to include the yarn that I had used this year, but Bridget informs me that it is only out of stash when the project is completed. So I could in fact use the entirety of the yarn that was used in the creation of that blanket. So if I just used the yarn that I used in 2024, it would have been 800 grams. But because Bridget told me I could use the entirety of the blanket weight, it is in fact 2,400 grams. So I have done totals with either the 800 gram version or the 2,400 gram version. So I will give you the stats for both. But until I give you that total, let me explain how I am totaling this all up. I cannot do it by yarn bands because a lot of my smaller projects like the washcloths and amigurumi, I am trying to use up part balls or scraps, lovely leftovers, whatever you want to call them. So I cannot actually claim yarn bands for every project that I complete because I'm not using an entire ball. I also cannot be dealing with the math of working out exact yardage because Manfa doesn't math, and that would just be too complicated for me. So I thought the simplest way of me being able to total up what I have used is to do it by weight. So I gave you that list in grams, and when I give you the total, I will give you both grams and ounces, as I am very aware that you lovelies across the pond don't use grams, you use ounces. So I want to make it tangible figures for you all. So yes, what I do is I complete my project, I then get out my kitchen scales and I weigh my items. So just to recap, actually we'll do the recap when I've told you my totals and you can see my progress for the first quarter of the year. So if I am just using the 800 grams for the blanket of the yarn used this year, my total would be 1,470 grams, which equals to 51.85 ounces, which is amazing. However, if I use my 2,400 grams, I would have a total of 3,070 grams, or a whopping 108.29 ounces. Now, I know what figure I like better, but for the interests of being honest and for the interests of following different people's ideas on how the rules should be played, I gave you both totals. So it's either 51.85 ounces, which is still incredible, or 108.29 ounces. My goodness gracious. I cannot believe that all of that yarn has come out of my stash because, to be perfectly honest with you guys, it hasn't made a dent. Look at it all behind me. Now, I am not bragging and I am not moaning. I am so happy with my stash and so grateful for my stash. But it seems that I cannot use it as quick as I can buy it or as quick as I am gifted it. And I think that is a problem that we all share. So, just to recap on the first quarter, in January, I used 833 grams or 29.38 ounces. That was the least amount for the quarter, but it was a strong start for the first month, I feel. In February, I used 1,200 grams or 42.32 ounces, and that smashed January out of the park and made me super happy. But no matter which total I use for March, I have still blown February out of the water because, like I said, 51.85 ounces or 108.29 ounces. Now, there is no way that I am going to be able to keep beating it month after month, and that isn't my game anyway. I am just making my projects, trying to pull from stash, and whatever weight they are is whatever weight they are. The only reason why I had such a boost for March is I finally got that long-standing whip completed. I do not currently have any blankets on my hooks, so my figures for April will be much less. But there are still plenty more months of the year to come, plenty more projects to make, much more yarn to use up. So it will be interesting to see how the rest of the year goes. I had a super strong first 3 months, but I can see that dwindling slightly because as the better weather comes, I will be wanting to spend more time with the family outside, out and about, doing lovely things in the sunshine. I tend to do a lot less crochet during the summer months. as well, just as a general thing. And we all know that my crochet time is becoming less and less. I'm still managing to crack out the FOs, but they are teeny tiny FOs in comparison to that blanket. So I will not be beating it next month, and that is okay. The fact that I am just continuing to deep dive my stash, to use my stash, and to turn all that beautiful fibre into beautiful things rather than it just sitting looking pretty is making my heart very, very happy. Each skein, cake, ball, donut, whatever shape of yarn deserves to grow up into being something beautiful, and I am on a mission to do that for as many of my yarns as I can this year. So a massive thank you again to Bridget for doing this idea, for allowing us to join in, to being totally relaxed on how people do their stats. Some people are doing weight, some people are doing ball bands, some people are doing yardage. So we are all doing it in our own way, but we are all holding ourselves accountable and, like I said, turning our beautiful stashes into beautiful makes. So thank you, Bridget. I am loving this. It is really opening my eyes up to how much yarn I do get through, and it is opening my eyes up to how much I still have in stash to use. Like I said, guys, if you don't know Bridget, do go and check her out. She is a wonderful yarny sister and yarny friend to me. She has been going through a rough few months with her dear, dear hubby-to-be and his health. So give them the love, give them the positive thoughts, healing vibes. If you pray, whatever it is that you do. If you can spread a little bit of that to my Bridget, I would really, really appreciate it. Bridget, when you watch this, big kisses, big hugs from me to you. You're always in my thoughts. I hope the king gets better soon and that you guys start having a bit of an easier go of it. So yeah, thanks for coming by, guys. Not a super long video today, but that's okay. I can't be on here for silly long times all the time. Plus, I am filming this on Friday, and that is when my real life bestie who lives near me is taking me out for belated drinks and dinner. Manfa doesn't react well to alcoholic beverages, so when you're watching this, I am probably curled up in a ball, severely hungover with a massive headache. So hopefully the live will go ahead tonight. Fingers crossed. Keep an eye on the channel just to make sure. Those of you that come to the lives, I look forward to seeing you if it does go ahead. I also apologise in advance if I do not feel able to do it. But I do need to let my hair down from time to time and have fun with my friends outside of YouTube as well. So yes, come back either tonight for the live if it is going ahead. If not, I will see you on Monday, and you've got to come back for Monday's video because I will be revealing the progress I have made on this month's Impkin. And obviously, because I am doing that collaboration with Obsessive Crochet Lady Amanda, you better check out her video on Monday also. I will put both mine and Amanda's videos in that same playlist for ease, but you will find out all about that on Monday. Thank you for listening to my statistics. Thank you for coming tonight if you do. I love you all so very much for your love and support. And just joining me on this crazy YouTube journey. I am loving every minute, but I love it even more because you guys are here with me. Anyway, usual time for the live tonight. Check it out. I'll schedule it and put it on my channel if it's going ahead. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.